Welcome to this video about the AML and the Sanctions Act. Today I'm going to give a short definition of these laws and I will explain what purposes these laws have. Then we will move to the different gatekeepers and the assigned legal supervisors. And at last I will go through the different obligations of these laws. In short, the AML contains provisions regarding customer screening, identification and verification of the customers, and the reporting of unusual transactions. With the Sanctions Act, the Netherlands enforces international sanction regimes on a national level, including United Nations and the European Union sanctions. Organizations that fall under the Act must identify their relations and implement suitable measures if these relations are on a sanctions list and therefore a suspect. The objective of the AML and the Sanctions Act is to maintain the integrity of the financial system. Public confidence in this system is severely damaged if parts of the system are used to launder the proceeds of crime and to finance terrorism. As a result of the AML, not only the information position of the investigative services and the judiciary is strengthened, but also the reporting entities. Both acts impose legal requirements on financial and other institutions to ensure their integrity, combating undesirable trade, money laundering, and terrorism. To maintain the integrity of the financial system, different gatekeepers are defined. On this slide, you see the different industries and their legal supervisors. Unfortunately, there are still many gatekeepers who do not realize that they have to comply with the obligations of the AML and the Sanctions Act. Take time to see what obligations you have and be aware of your legal supervisor. Many legal supervisors have a lot of useful information to offer on their websites. Now, what obligations do the gatekeepers have? Not every gatekeeper has the same obligations, but there are 6 obligations that apply to most of the gatekeepers. First of all, your legal supervisor finds it important that your company has a decent and structured CDD policy to apply to a new relation. It doesn't matter if this relation is a person or a company. Your CDD policy should contain the following steps. Identifying and verifying the relation. In the case of a company, a U-boat check is obligated or very useful in this step. Then, you must determine the origin of the money. This is of course to make sure this isn't money involved or related to any illegal activities. It's also important to screen your relations through various international and national list and sanctions lists to make sure your relation isn't registered on any of these lists, or for example maybe is a publicly exposed person. With all the information gained at this point, you are able to perform a risk assessment on this relation. Make sure you report all your findings and the steps you went through. Monitor your relations depending on the risk assessment and report unusual events such as unusual transactions. The main thing your legal supervisor finds important when there is an audit is that you have a decent policy, that you apply the policy to your relations, and that you have everything reported. Thank you for watching.